Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. It's nice to be here with you all on a Sunday morning. It's a beautiful morning again in Los Angeles. And I say that because we can't take it for granted. You know, the blue sky, the sun coming up, we get to rise with the sun, as I was talking about earlier this week. So it's really just such a gift to be able to share these experiences. So I'm glad that you are here, and I'm excited to practice with you today. Let's see who's on this morning. Anybody saying hi? Andre, Sasha, Rai. If you guys are picking up this new little camera angle, so you could set the camera up to automatically find my face, and so when I'm looking at the camera, it'll kind of pull in a closer shot. It's doing it all on its own, and then it'll, if I turn my chin down or it doesn't find my face, it'll draw itself back out into a wider shot. So I started that on yesterday with Jessica and her friends that were on taking class. They're like, "Why is the camera zooming so close to your face?" So that was me just playing around. So I'm going to play around with it this morning. Derek, good morning. Tay, good morning. So the Summer Social Club, everybody, where next Sunday we're going to be outdoors. I hope to bring this live experience with us. And so if you'd like to join us here in LA, an outdoor yoga class, socially distanced with masks, all the safety measures, you're welcome to join us at the Summer Social Club. It's over at just next door to the building where Employees Only LA, a restaurant, Fairfax and Santa Monica, just west of Fairfax. So we'll be there from 8 till 9 in the morning, and you can sign up on our website for class. They're $25 per person, and we look forward to sharing the practice with you there. In addition to Urban having our pop-up classes, our outdoor classes, Taylor, who many of you have met because she was also working the front desk when we were open for the 3-week period of time. She has a business called the Sustainable Sparkle Bar, and she does, if you remember, I had that sparkle tattoo, Black Lives Matter, on my arm, and she's also going to be at the pop-up. So lots of things happening over there in the activation of that outdoor space that they created, and it's really all about blending in our community and supporting one another. And so if you feel safe and that's something that you want to do, have a yoga class, have a juice, they've got delicious food, and again, mindfulness matters, and so do what you feel good doing. Pay attention to what you're doing and where you're going, of course. Alberto, good morning. PJ, Taylor, good morning. Chris, awesome. I'm glad you can join us live. And we got about 1 minute till we get started. Remember, if you want music, I haven't put out a new playlist in a while, and just kind of a sign of the times and where the practice is here, but I never want to hold you back from listening into music. So there's many playlists on the Spotify, Joe Komar, and you can choose any flow playlist, and it will get you along to your practice. Lisa, good morning. Happy Sunday. Okay, Sue. Oh, nice. Get your sparkles. So Taylor's going to start the Sparkle Bar at the pop-up next Saturday evening at 4. So you can go there. I was there this morning just checking it out, seeing how the sun was and everything on the grass. It was great. And, they were setting up, they're doing a raw bar, like oysters, and they're bringing in other chefs from other restaurants. Like, it's this incredible collaboration, and where it's not like this restaurant versus that restaurant or whatnot. It's everybody just co-creating to support the community and to support each other. So it's a really great effort as far as I've seen thus far. Lori, good morning. All right, you guys, 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and start lying down on our backs. Supine Badakanasana. A little update, I am on a anti-inflammatory for this poison oak, so it's feeling a little bit better, but I probably won't go down onto my right knee still. So, okay, I'll guide you, and of course you can, but if I'm not, that's the reason why. So just trying to stay off and to not aggravate and the rash and the blisters and all the beautiful things that come with poison oak. Take a deep breath, feel your belly stretch and expand. And then softly and slowly exhale, feel the belly empty. You notice as you ground down this morning, any feelings in your head and your neck and your shoulders. And one of my favorite moments of every single yoga class is when we all make our way into the room. Normally there's some chaos that plays itself out before everybody gets into the room. You know, somebody runs into the studio, right? Just at the time of the class, they're shoving their stuff into the cubby, they're rushing to get water, they land on the mat. But then once everybody is collected in the space and the door closes for that last time, right, now we get to experience the shift. And so let your head sit still. And there's such a profound opportunity and to support people in feeling the shift in what we're all going through right now, from movement into stillness. And sometimes almost immediately from a panic. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late to the class. Will there be parking? And to the feeling that you're right where you're supposed to be. And set your feet flat, interlace the fingers behind your head. And then you can hover your head and your shoulders just off the ground. Out towards your knees, lift your feet up so your shins are parallel to the floor. Elbows wide so the back of the heart lifts up a little bit, and slowly begin to ride the bicycle. So you're pedaling forward, and waking up your hips and your hip flexors, and connect through your low back into the mat. Nice slow pedal. And then reverse that pedal backwards. And keep low. Feel your legs, inner thighs a little bit more on the reverse pedal. Great, and then bring both knees into your chest, head down, hands to your shins. And keep it still. Flatten your low back. Wrap your elbows around. Now bring your forehead up towards your knees. A nice big squeeze. Take a breath into your upper back. On your exhale, release feet and head down. Reach your right arm over your head. Roll onto your right side. And come around to all fours, tabletop. So you're on all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And just reminding you my right leg is straight because I'm not putting my knee down onto the ground. And you prop yourself up and through your chest, pull your belly in. And so you're in a neutral pelvis. Slide your gaze forward, inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. And as you exhale, tuck your chin round through your spine and cat pose. Inhale to extend, belly out, chest and gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the chin round through your spine. Feel the cat squeeze. Inhale to extend. One more here. And exhale, tuck your chin, pull your belly in, stay here for an extra beat. And firm your belly. And positivity to your mind, come back into a flat spine and go ahead and step back into your high plank, pedal out your plank. And feel as you start to pedal out your plank, take a deeper breath into your nose. And remember, the air brings the oxygen, and the oxygen into your blood, the oxygenated blood into your brain. And it's a nice trickle effect, I'd say. Keeps us going. Press yourself back into a downward facing dog, feet hip width apart. Hands shoulder width, middle fingers turned out. And you want to give some love over to my people. I'll never say who they are. My people over in the private studio doing the digital version of this class right now. It's so awesome to know and to feel the energy, right, of all of you practicing digitally, especially when you're across the way in the other studio. You lift your heels up, little bend to your knees, look forward, and then go ahead and walk your feet to the top of your mat. And bring your big toes together, let your head hang heavy. And deepen your breath, slow down your exhale, and interlace the fingers on the back of your head. Notice the feeling in the center of your hamstrings, into the bottom part of your hamstrings, behind your knees. Lengthen your inhale, slow down your exhale. At the end of your next breath, you can release your hands back down onto the mat. As it's early, take your hands on the front of your shins. Inhale, lift halfway through the spine. And exhale, dive forward fold, take your hands to the mat. Inhale, rise, use the strength of your legs as you come up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and humble your chin in. Inhale, reach your arms straight up over your head. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Back into your high plank. And connect to your core, take a breath in through your nose. Strong upper back, lower halfway down, chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And warming up, deep breath, exhale, press back into your down dog. And root into your left heel. And I call this the Lisa Brubaker, who I think's on class. Hover your right toes a couple inches. And then lift your right leg up, turn that hip out. Feel your body this morning, press into your left hand. Close the hip, step your right foot down, weight into the heel, hover your left foot an inch off the ground. Take that left leg up. You can turn the hip out like a dancer. Press into your right palm. And then close the hip. Bring your left foot back down. Bend your knees. Look forward. And exhale. Take 2 big steps to the top. Inhale. Lift halfway. Hands to shins. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Rise through the strength in your legs. Come up. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, side bodies in. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back into your high plank. Strong legs, shift forward, strong belly and back, lower, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, come back into your downward facing dog. And 3 breaths this time in down dog. And draw your inner heels down and turn your heels out slightly. And draw your forearms in towards each other as though I wrapped a yoga strap around your forearms and just below your elbows. And press to the hands, draw with the belly, lift your heels. Walk, step, or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Strong legs, inhale, rise, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, side bodies in. Exhale, down, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step, plant, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Keep your hands and feet where they are, but you can turn your hips, your tailbone side to side. So a little swivel from the balls of your feet, moving your hips side to side. And drawing ourselves from the inside out, come back to square. Bring your right knee into your nose. Take your right knee out to your right elbow, and then draw it all the way over to your left elbow. And bring it back to your nose, and then kick it back. Three-legged dog, point the toes. Big step, right foot in between your hands. Let it land. Take a breath, lengthen your spine. My hips draw back, chest stays forward. Reach your right arm by your side. And left hand stays, gaze down. Pull your heart through. Feel that love in your hamstring when you pull your heart through. Some call it love, some call it challenge. Let's stay with love. Gas pedaling your front foot, heart coming through. Got it. Bend your right leg, bring your right hand down. Feel your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Left arm is strong. Pivot on your back toes. Put the heel down, warrior two. A slide, reach forward, and then inhale, reverse your warrior two. Windmill your hands to the mat. Step back into a high plank. Plant your right foot. Hover your left toes. And take your left leg behind your right leg. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Reach your left arm up. And so it's more of a straight leg, modified flip your dog. Just the chest. Arms, and then bring it back around into your plank. Shift forward. Belly lower, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog press. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Reminder, forearms in, the yoga strap around your forearms. From the inside out, left knee comes to your nose. And bring your left knee over. Take it across into your right elbow. And bring it back. Kick in space, point your toes, and step your left foot all the way through. Breathe through your nose. Hover your heart. Okay, from here, the pelvis draws back, chest forward, left arm by your side. Use your right arm as a kickstand. You're managing the sensation in the ball of your hamstring. And drawing your heart through. Keep your belly firm. Breathe. See if you've gotten sluggish in your right knee. Straighten it out. Kick through the heel. Lift up out of the hip. Bend your front leg, both hands down. Feel your feet. Inhale, rise from the ground. Right arm strong, open, warrior two, back heel turns down. Slide, reach forward, then flip, reverse your warrior two. Windmill your hands to the mat. And pivot square, step back into your high plank pose. Set the hands, hover your right toes. And swing your right leg out to the left. Rolls you to the outer edge of your left foot. And then your right arm comes up like a warrior two arm. And feel the body more like you really haven't left plank, and then bring your gaze and right hand down back into your plank. Shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And roll your elbows in, and then nod your head up and down. Okay, make the class more challenging. Yes, please, up and down. If you want to make the class more challenging, deepen your breath, slow down the breath cycle. Contain, feel the muscle to the bone, squeeze without tightening your jaw. And keep your head still, lift your heels up, look at your hands. Exhale, walker hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, strong legs, reach up. Belly in, cactus your arms, open your chest, lift your chin. Inhale, reach your arms up, bend your legs, sit back into your chair. Arms stay straight, palms together, left forearm outside your right thigh. Fingertips pressing down, heart lifting up. And so this is training the extension to lift the weight out of your low back. And you should feel this pose in your thighs. Inhale, arms rise, come all the way up. Cactus the arms, belly in, open the chest. Inhale, reach up, bend your legs, sit back into your chair. Arms stay straight, palms together, right forearm outside your left thigh. If I keep lifting the heart, and there's no weight in the low back, and the thighs do their job. Fingertips stretching down as you pull your heart through. Nice, strong legs. Inhale, rise, come back up. Exhale, dive, swan, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step, light hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog press. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, backing up. Exhale, knee to your right wrist. Inhale, kick backing up. Right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to your left wrist. Inhale, take it back. Knee to your nose, come up to your fingertips. And so you create more space. And now check it out. I can start to swing my right foot forward, but I don't want to touch the ground. So keep breathing. And then right foot like you're going to step through, but hovering an inch off the mat. Feel your left leg, feel your upper back. Woo! Set your right foot down and reach your right arm up. Lunge twist. Catch your breath with your mind. You got to use your mind and to stay in that mindful breath. Right arm reaches back. Pulls you up, Crescent Warrior. Left arm strong, Warrior 2, back heel down. Hey, it's been a minute. Stay with your lunge. Right forearm to your right thigh, barely resting. You can even hover it if you really want a challenge. Take your left arm all the way over. And turn your right glute in. Kick through your back heel, and then reach your right arm forward. Okay, this position, this is the Elizabeth Yarbrough position. So you guys all have positions named after you from class, FYI. And stay out of your low back, feel your feet. With your lunge legs, inhale, rise, and exalt your Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg out, climb the ladder of your spine, lift your gaze up. And finish this exhale on your inhale, reach up, come back and lunge, Warrior 2. Exhale your hands to the mat. Pivot, kick your right leg back, point your toes in space so your right leg is lifted. 3 yogi push-ups, elbows to ribs, press back up. Elbows to ribs, press back up. Elbows to ribs, press back up, lift your hips, down dog split, step your right foot through, take off standing splits, left leg up. That's a lot. You're in standing splits if you didn't get all of it. Point your left toes, feed the lift and the length out of your right ankle. All right, if you want to do it like we did our pyramid, modified, bring your right arm by your side, left hand stays down. Left knee into your chest, step your feet together. Bend your legs, reach your arms up. Utkatasana should feel good. Hey, that's the Amy. Should feel good. Feel your feet. Inhale, rise. Come all the way up. Prana, energy. Exhale, dive through your midline. Forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant press. Jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And so we're working a whole nother dimension and layer in practice, mindfulness, attention to what we're doing while we're doing it. Right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, knee to your left wrist. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back and up. Exhale to your right wrist. Inhale, back and up. Knee to your nose, come up onto your fingertips. Making your arms longer. Back heel high, strengthen your right thigh. You could see it. Thighs engaged, your kneecap lifts, and now start to play with your left foot coming through without touching the ground. Oh, you got to get deep into that upper back. Hover your left foot in between your hands for 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Right hand flat. Left arm up. Lunge twist. It's that first breath when you realize, oh, I was holding the breath in the pose. Strengthen your upper back. Reach your left arm back and bring it down all the way around. It lifts you up. Crescent Warrior. Yes, Warrior 2. Back heel down. Little moment. Have your head above your heart. Feel the length in your side body so the pelvis is tilted neutral. Left forearm to your left thigh. You can hover it. Right, in the beginning, you're like, whoo, leaning on it. Hover, right arm comes up and over. Left hip, so my butt kicks out, turn the front knee out, pull the butt in, and then reach your left arm forward, ground through your back heel. Notice in the face of the intensity what you start to do automatically. Deepen your breath in prana flow. Come up, straighten your front leg, and reverse your triangle. And breathe into the side body and rise up. Warrior 2, back into your lunge. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Pivot on your back toes. Kick your left leg back. Point those toes. Lift the heel, shift forward, 3 yogi push-ups. Go down, press up. Go down, press up. And go down, press up, 3-legged dog, and then step left foot all the way through. Let's go. Standing splits, right leg lifts. And you start to toggle the mind into those deeper breaths, landing in transition. Beautiful thing. Keep your right hand down, float your left arm by your side. And you're no longer playing and holding or held back into your outer hip. Work the hamstring, inner thigh strength, right toes lift up. Gonna feel good. Right knee into your chest. Step your feet together. Bend your legs, arms up. Utkatasana. Sit deep, breathe deep. Tailbone down, full expression. Stand up, bring your hands to your heart center. And feel it out of your hips. Neutral spine. Keep your gaze in front. Take a step back onto your mat. And weight into your toes. Pop the heels up. And keep lifting your heels. Palms in front of your heart. Help you with your core. If you want more, take your arms over your head and start to bend your legs inch by inch. We're going to come into a crow. Separate your knees apart. Bring your hands down. Knees above your elbows. Lift your butt over your elbows. Shift the gaze forward. Weight in the hands. And then lift one or both feet. Step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog, right hand closer to your left hand. Right foot, step it outside your right hand so you're in a wide base lunge. Extend the left leg straight and so you are through the knee. And capturing the essence of your core, strengthen your back body. Take your hands, walk them to the left side edge of your mat. Pivot your right toes in, and then you level it out. And so your feet are in one line across. Hey, walk your hands back in between your legs. And so I'm looking back at you. If you need a wider stance now, turn your heels out, toes in, and see how far, and you can walk your hands through your legs. Keep the hands there, ground your feet, and then pull your chest forward away from your hands. And take your right hand below your face. Straighten your right arm. Reach your left arm out all the way up into the twist. Feel your inner thighs. Left shoulder. Okay, roll it away from your ear and then reach it up higher. And then roll it away from your ear, reach it up higher. Excellent. Bring your gaze and left hand down. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Pivot yourself square. Step back into your high plank. Exhale, lift into your downward facing dog. And shorten the stance in your down dog. Bring your feet forward an inch or two. Big toes together. Left hand stays. Right hand grab for the outside of your calf, ankle, or underneath the heel. Okay, the deeper you go, the greater the opportunity going to nail this next pose in the arm balance. So we're from here. Right hand comes back in front. Left knee goes for the outside of your right elbow. Bend your arms. Get that left knee into your chest. And then we got to get on the shelf. And come forward. Lift your right leg. And kick your left leg out. Pivot, step, jump back. Chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. We'll work on it. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Left hand closer to your right hand. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Ooh, it's a sweat, you guys. Right leg is straight. Pull your heart through, shoulders away from your ears. Pick it up when you can. The deeper, longer, slower breath in your body. Let's do it. Walk the hands to the right. Pivot, left toes in. Okay, line your feet through your heels, adjust as you need to. And then walk your hands back in between your legs. And flip the palms around. And keep walking the hands between as far as you can. Set your hands flat. And let your chest come away. You got it. Keep your legs turned on. Weight in the pinky toe sides of your feet. And remember, we meet the intensity with the breath. We're rewiring, we're changing the patterns. And physically, mentally, and emotionally, left hand below your face. Can't we all use that? Left arm straight, slide your right arm out and reach it up. And so I roll the right shoulder away from the ear and then reach the right hand up higher. And then roll the right shoulder away from the ear and reach the right hand up higher. Soften your gaze and right hand down. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Pivot square, back heel high, step back into your plank, press into your down dog. And feet come forward a couple inches. Big toes together, right hand stays. Reach back for the outside of your shin, ankle, or underneath the heel, outer edge. Okay, so I'll guide you guys, but my right knee is bummed, so I'm not going to do it on this side. Left hand comes forward. Okay, you can test it. Right knee above your left elbow. It gets tight. So what I had to do was bring my left hand back towards the middle of the mat and to get my right knee above the left elbow. Right? So your hands are a little staggered. And then once you get there, slide the gaze forward. It's just like crow. And then your back toes can hover. Okay, breathing and then unrevolving to step or shoot back into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And spread your fingertips, turn your middle fingers out. And keep your knees lifted, come down onto your right elbow. And come down onto your left elbow, which I shouldn't do either. So come down onto your elbows. And keep drawing your hips up. And work your low belly and dolphin. And use that low belly, come back up to your left hand, back up to your right hand. And downward facing dog, float your right leg up, kick. Step right foot in between your hands. Now stay low. Right hand outside your right foot. Pivot your back heel down like warrior two legs. And tailbone down, bum under. And then reach your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to work it with your right hand staying down on the ground. Put enough weight in that front heel and where you have the awareness of your right outer hip turning in. And then side angle, reach your left arm over. Keep your right hand down. Even if you know you're strong enough to lift it up. And keep it down. Lift the back of your heart. Gaze up to your left fingertips. Keep breathing, gaze down, left hand down. Walk your right foot inside. We pivot back into that side. And facing the side of your mat, now there's plenty of space. Hands walk back. Elbows over your wrist, top of your head down. Lift your heels, weight in your hands, and then take your legs up. Keep the weight in the hands, and the only direction that you'd be coming down are feet back to the ground. And point the toes, separate the legs slowly. Got to keep the weight in the hands, engage the upper back. Shoulders lifting away from the ears. As you flex the ankles and your feet come down softly. Hands walk forward, push your head off the ground, hop back onto the mat, walk your hands over to your right foot. And straighten your front leg. Now pivot your back heel down. So you can hop the foot in, pivot the heel down, and then straighten your front leg, lift your torso halfway up. Catch a breath on your exhale, dive forehead into your right knee. Pyramid. You notice where the weight wants to go anyways, into your front foot. Let it go there. Just bring your left hand forward and your back leg lifts. Let it go there. That's the flow. And you've already done this. Right shoulder away from the ear. Reach your right arm up higher. Right shoulder away from the ear. Reach your right arm up higher. Great job. Left foot steps down. Bring your right hand back to the ground. And bend your legs. And feel your Utkatasana. Straighten your legs, come all the way up through your belly, and keep your arms up. Bring your left hand down by your side body. Feel the reach between your fingertips. Got it. Switch the arms. Left arm up, right hand down. Reach back, grab the inside of your right foot, ankle, or shin. You've got the endurance, strength. It's fresh, brand new to your left leg. Kick into your right hand and express your dancer's pose. Inhale, rise slowly and bring your feet down, arms by your sides. Take a step back to your mat. Inhale, arms up, belly in, palms touch. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step, jump, or press back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breath should feel so good right now. Inhale your left leg up high. Big step, left foot all the way through. Keep your left hand where it is. Pivot your back heel down. And roll your tail under. So your bum is underneath. Left hand stays grounded. Reach your right arm up. And stay on the outer edge of your back foot. Left hand stays down. Reach your right arm over. And so we evolve enough weight in that front heel where I still have control of the left hip coming in. I'm not collapsing into the hip crease, and then extend your gaze up to your right wrist. Such a great positive perspective pose. Right hand down, left hand inside. Walk it around to the side. And pivot your left toes in. And then walk your hands back. Elbows over your wrist. I'm pulling the heart forward. You've done this. You know what it feels like. And then set the top of your head down onto the ground. Elbows turning in. My heels lift. Weight in the hands. And the legs come up. All the way together. Remember, only option to come down is feet back to the ground. Keep the weight in your hands. Point the toes, slowly separate the feet. Flex the ankles, slower bring the feet down. And feel the hands walk forward, push the head off the ground. Hop back onto the mat. Walk your hands to your left foot. Pivot square. Okay, straighten your front leg, hop your back foot in, turn your toes out. It's like a warrior one back foot. Square your heart, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, start to bring your forehead down to your left knee. So your right ribs turn in, left ribs back. You notice the goodness even when you're opposing the flow. Realize that you're opposing the flow. It's fine. Take a breath. Okay, just let it go where it wants to go. Into your front foot, right hand in front, back leg lifts. And take your left arm up. You've done it. And roll your top shoulder away from your ear and then reach your left arm higher. Roll the shoulder away from the ear and then reach your left arm up higher. And right knee comes in towards your chest. Step your feet together. Bend your legs, sit down, and float your arms up. And slowly rise, stand, keep your arms up, and bring your right hand down by your side. And feel the space between your middle fingers. Switch, reach your right arm up, left hand down, grab the inside of your left foot. Okay, your endurance is in your right leg. It's ready to go. And kick down, and kick back, and come into your dancer's pose. Inhale, slowly rise. Feet together, arms by your sides. Take a step back onto your mat. Inhale, arms up, palms meet. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant step, float back, chaturanga. Inhale through your upward facing dog, press through. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Take your next breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, little sigh. And come down onto your knees, please. All fours, tabletop. And go ahead and lean off onto your left hip. Swing your legs around in front of you. Bend your legs and so that your feet are flat. Feels good to get your butt down on the ground, right? Feet flat. If not, at least your heels down. And then reach your arms forward. Take the recline back about 30 degrees. And find your breath and balance. You can feel the bottom of your sacrum just above your tailbone. Bring your hands together, hook your thumbs, and on our exhale, we're going to turn and twist to the right. So think of your arms like the needle of a compass. Okay, I'm now pointing northeast. Come back to north, and then go northwest. Come back to north, and go northeast. Back to north, northwest. Keep it going. Back to north, stay here. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. On your sacrum. I say sacrum as though it's the palm of your hand. Pressing down into the ground. You've got plenty of balance. Straighten your legs, lower halfway, stay on your sacrum. Okay, it's lowering to a hover when you're on your low back. Lowering halfway, you're on your sacrum, your legs are straight, and your heels of your feet are as high as your shoulders. Now lower to a hover. Turn your palms down, point your toes, and flutter kick. Keep your head up. If the head goes down, we lose it. Keep the head up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Check it out. 2. Right knee in, arms reach forward, knee to your forehead. Switch. Left knee in, right leg forward, knee to your forehead. Switch. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Lay down, feet flat. Full breath in, fill your chest. And exhale, settle into some stillness, shoulders down. And you're doing great. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips and let your knees knock in towards each other. Cares for any low back tenderness. Use the word tenderness and think of Elvis. Heel toe, walk our feet back together. And hover your head off. Right arm through the inside of your right leg. Reach up for the outside of your right foot. Half, happy baby. Basically a lunge on your back. Straighten your left leg out. Use your left hand. Hold the ground. Shoulders down, head down. If you're somewhere in between, can't quite get your head down, use a block or a stacked pillow blanket, and that'll help you keep your left leg straight, the back of your hips heavy, and you'll still be able to breathe in the posture. Most important part, don't just do the poses without breath. Right? You're missing the yoga. Make sure you're breathing. Keep your right foot where it is, soften the grip, and bring your right hand down, bring your left knee in, cross your left ankle over the front of your right ankle. Hey, now my hands are down by my hips. Squeeze the ankles, and I'm going to pulse and kick them up towards the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, pulse. The hands are stabilizing, and so I'm not losing the balance. It's just a little rock in the lower third of your spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet down onto the ground. Separate the feet, let your knees turn in. Close the eyes, deeper breaths in your body. More oxygen to your blood, more oxygen to your brain. And I understood all of this, right, in a textbook kind of a way, but where I really gained the understanding was in the death meditation when I sat with my sweet, sweet mother when she passed away. And you really get to see on a first-hand account how it all works in the most biological and natural way. And you get it on a whole nother level. So those of you that have gone through that process, a loved one, send out love, support. But you get it to a whole nother level. And the air, the oxygen, the blood, the brain. That's how it works. Bring your feet towards each other, left knee in. Left arm through your inner thigh. Grab around for the outside edge of your left foot. Kick your right leg straight. Take your right hand to your right thigh. And shoulders down, then head down. If you're locked up somewhere between, put something underneath your head. That'll keep your shoulders down. Breathe, use your core. Keep your left foot where it is. Take the hand off. Bring your right knee in, cross your right ankle over your left, hands down beside your hips. Okay, little pulse, ankles up. Use the hand, stability. It's a little rock on your low back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet down onto the ground. Take a sigh, separate your feet, and then we'll twist. Bring both knees over to the left. Inner edge of your right foot, outer edge of your left. Spread the arms out into a T. And close the eyes. And relax the outer left hip best you can. And the one that you're feeling probably pretty densely into the ground. Soften it, let the mat come in and create more space in the body. Slowly start to bring your knees back to center, and then we'll go figure 4, left ankle to your right thigh. Thread the needle, left hand through, interlace on the shin or on the back of your right hamstring. Flex the left ankle as your hip sets square, and then your right knee can pull in any amount. You may find this pose into a depth that you haven't experienced in a while based on the sequence. The sequence of events in your life, if you're open to it, and you can find yourself in a deeper position or a deeper moment, and you never planned to be there. It's the best part. There's no plan, and we're grateful. Finish your exhale. Begin to back the right knee away. Soften the grip and release your feet down onto the mat. Feet stay wide. Exhale your knees down to the right. Arms can go back out into the T and twist. And so the feeling to describe, I was mentioning, and you guys practiced with me when we took that little trip and we went out into nature, I would say the effects of that continue to reveal themselves from the inside with the practice. See, without practice, you're not going to know or have a connection necessarily with, that feeling of openness, and that continues and to expand itself inside. But I can tell you, 7 days, 8 days later, still feeling the wonderful benefits of having those 3-4 days in nature with the family and the kids. A reminder, the yoga life is with you everywhere you go. And so that space will sustain itself. It really didn't have as much to do with the geographic, although what you could absorb, what you're able to connect to within yourself, and continues with you and through the flow and the rest of your life. Slowly start to bring your knees, hips back to center. Right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. Slide your right hand through, interlace on the left hamstring or the shin. And flex your right ankle, keep your hips flat, and you bring your left knee in and you out. Even on the tight side, if like me, I'm righty. So my right side is my dominant side, which means it's perpetually the tighter side that is gripping and taking more of the effort. But you can feel the openness even on your tighter side today based on the sequence. Wonderful. Take a breath, and then you can exhale to soften your grip. Bring both feet back down onto the mat. And like we started, soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall apart. And for now, make any adjustments. Reset your hips and your shoulders, and bring your hands down onto your belly or onto your ribs. Close your eyes. At sunrise, we wake up. And what you may deem as waking up in the morning and opening your eyes and to get into your day, I'm talking about a different opportunity of waking up. You're not making deals, not making goals inside of yourselves. No need to impose any further challenge on your central nervous system and then what life already presents. Waking up to your beautiful mind. Waking up to that feeling in your hip and you go, man, that was a great practice yesterday. Waking up to the ache in your heart. In some cases when we lose those that we love so dearly, And from this physical plane, wake up to that ache in your heart. Bawl your fucking eyes out. Feel your emotions. But keep waking up, because there's so many people that are there to support you. And keep waking up so that you can receive the positive perspective through your yoga life journey. And so that the way you never saw it coming is actually in what your experience is and how it's happening. And you have a moment where you feel happy, you feel blessed. You feel love like you've never felt love before. Let's go ahead and let your legs straighten out. Big toes fall away, arms by your sides. Turn your palms to face up, please. Make any adjustments in your head, neck, your shoulders. All this oxygen, all this flow, everything moving through you right now. And to tap into a moment of peace, peaceful mind, a relaxed state overall in your body and your muscles. The emotions are no longer tethered into your body in this moment, and so the future is bright. You guys, the future is as bright as when you look up and stare straight into the sun. I know that sounds like, yeah, sure, it is. We can do this, and we can do all of this if we continue to wake up and connect with each other versus falling into the traps where we distract from one another. You're a human being, I'm a human being. What we've created on this plane of physical existence as human beings is almost hard to comprehend, because you weren't here. I wasn't here when it all started. You didn't see it. You couldn't feel it. So your reality started the day that you were born. Once you started to interface with the world that existed around you, that you now became a part of, that becomes your reality. And take as many moments here as you want. Reflect, connect. Reflect, connect. Reflect, and connect. And when you're ready to go, do so as quietly as you can. Take a look up at the sun. Know that we're all connected. It's a beautiful day. And do the best you can. And support yourself, support each other. I thank you all for being here. And the way these messages go, you guys, you're the last ones that normally need it. And so we got to get it out there. Share it. And you'll see you tonight for detox, and see you tomorrow for flow. Thank you so much for your breath and your practice. Namaste.